Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fabulous day. Today we are back in The Sims 4 and I am building a hotel. Now please note, this is going to be a multiple parter because there is no way I would be able to finish a hotel of like any size unless it was like a Dinko hotel, I guess. But like hotels take forever and but anyway, I was inspired to build this because, once again, on Pinterest, aka my favorite site for getting ideas, I saw this. I don't know exactly what type of building it was. It kind of looked like a hotel, but there were a lot of like house kind of styled stuff, rooms, and it was, yeah, I don't really know what kind of house, what do you call it? Living, what's it called? Thing. Yeah, I don't really know what building. I don't really know what kind of building it was, but I kind of liked the idea for a hotel. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm building. I'm building a hotel. Good job, Sarah, paying attention. I literally just stopped building this like 20 minutes ago. Short attention span. Anyway, the idea on Pinterest, it was a very odd shaped, and it had but it had some very sharp angles, and this looks nothing like the build or like the design on the house plans, the plan on Pinterest, because before I started building or recording, I kind of tested out to see if it would work, and it was not working, and I was like, okay, but I like the idea of this. How can I make it better and still like be a hotel? So I ended up coming up with this. It's more symmetrical. It makes more sense. There's a lot more open space. And I really like how it came out. It looks more like fancy hotel-esque, if you will. So I was good job. I'm patting myself on the back here. Good job, Sarah. Good job. So if you try to find anything that looks like this on Pinterest, you won't find it because it doesn't exist. So anyway, hotel build. I have never done a hotel build. I've watched a couple other people do hotel builds, and I'm always fascinated by them because I think it's so cool to build like a massive hotel, to build buildings that have absolutely no use in The Sims. Like a hotel, no use, because you can't run one. It would be really awesome though if you could. That would be sweet. Maybe in the future. Maybe. But yeah, I was like, okay, I kind of want to do something that's not a house build, but I'm not really inspired to do anything. And I was like, want something? Hotel. Has no purpose, no function. I like it. So, no, that was not my thought process. But, you know, I had an idea and I really wanted to do it. And so I went with it. And it was very challenging to work with those really diagonal rooms because like I've done some diagonal stuff, but this is like intense, like 10, 15 almost like tile diagonal, and it's just like, oh no. And like halfway through I kind of realized some stuff, but anyway, we'll get there when we get there. Right now I'm just kind of doing the basic layout of what I wanted everything to do. What I decided to do was essentially make almost two towers, if you will. On the right, there's, I've stacked them, and I don't know how many levels I'll go up. I'm definitely doing 2, maybe 3, I'm not quite sure. But then you have the lobby area, and then on the left side, it's the kind of public area where there's like a pool, gym, eating buffet area, that kind of thing. So, you know, and yeah, okay, so back here is a failed attempt. I kind of had it figured out how I wanted things to work for like the pool, and what I originally wanted to do was have a spa area that would be like you walk down a few stairs and you have this spa area, but the problem is, one, there wasn't enough space to do as much spa stuff as I wanted. I wanted to do like maybe at least 1 hot tub, if not 2, and like 2 spas, and I very quickly realized not gonna work. No. So I went down to 1 spa, 1 hot tub, and got rid of the whole split level idea. Really cool idea, and it would have been fun if it worked, but it wasn't working how I wanted it to work, so I just wanted something, forget this, we're just going to make it all on 1 floor. It's not working. So, yeah. You know, you try things, and sometimes they work out, and sometimes they don't work out, and that's okay. So, anyway, Yeah, before this build, I kind of wrote down a few things that I was like, okay, what do hotels have? And it's like, they have a pool, normally they have a gym and an eatery place, and I was like, okay, so this is fancy hotel. What do fancy hotels have? And I was like, normally a restaurant and a spa and like a whole bunch of extra stuff, and I was like, okay, we can fit some of this stuff. And I really toyed with doing a restaurant, but I don't think I'm going to for this one. Like, if I get inspired again, or if you guys like the hotel builds, maybe I'll do another one and have like a restaurant on the bottom. That would be really cool, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm inspiring myself. So it might turn out to be a thing. I don't know yet. But, oh, and guys, aren't you proud of me? I remembered to put floors. I remember to put floors down first for at least the stuff that I had in mind today. It took me a little bit to do the walls, but I do them fairly early on. And that is because I got to this point and I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. But then I realized, want something? I don't have all the stuff that I want to work on this. So I stopped, took a break, and I went and bought the vintage stuff pack. Yay. But the reason I did was because, one, it's on my list of like stuff packs that I want, and I had a coupon. I had an issue with my account, and the help desk guy was not really nice, and he's like, here, have a coupon for stuff off, and I was like, oh, thanks, you're so nice. And so I was like, okay, I have this coupon I have to use within the next, like, granted I have like 3 more weeks to use it, but I was like, want something? I'm gonna use it now. So, and I had kind of already figured I was going to use it on this anyway, but I didn't really know how soon it was going to be, so it was like, okay, well, that turned out to be a thing. So went and bought that because I really like some of the stuff that comes with the vintage stuff pack, and like the butler feature is really cool, but that's not really what I wanted the pack for. I wanted it for the stuff. So but I really wanted to use those shiny what are they called? They're not floors, walls. The shiny walls. I was like, oh, these are awesome. And it kind of took me a little bit to figure out like color schemes and everything, but I knew I wanted to use those. So, and I tried to put large windows up and make everything open, and I really kind of played on the color scheme of black. Lots of black for like colors. Instead of having like white windows and everything, you have black windows, and you have lots of black on the interior and white as well, you know. But I haven't gotten around to coloring the outside, and I think that's probably honestly not going to come for a while. I don't know. But when I started doing this, I decided that today I was going to work on the like public areas, and then like next time I'll work on more of the rooms and things, because I didn't want to sit down and like not be stuck, but I didn't want to like commit to say, okay, I'm going to work on everything and then keep going until I stop and break things up. I wanted to kind of do it in pieces. So I worked on the pool, I didn't really get to I did the spa, fitness room, lobby, and eating area, and I didn't really get to the like second part of the pool, but you know, I have the main things that I want, which is the spa and the hot tub. So now it's just minor decorations, blah, blah, blah. So I knew that for the lobby, I wanted to have some kind of giant statement piece. And so, you know, so I ended up going with that massive water thing. And I really like how it turned out. It actually came together a lot quicker than I thought it was going to, because I was kind of building this and I was thinking, okay, what do I want to do for like the statement piece behind the countertops? And it was like, oh, this is perfect. Yes. Now, the rug that I put in here, I really like the rug, but I'm not in love with the color. And I changed it several times, and I end up sticking with white, which doesn't quite work with the floor since the floor is white. Now, I might change the floor tiles. I might change the rug out completely. I might keep it because it's kind of cool to have it be there and be very subtle. It's like there, but you don't really see it unless you pay attention. So, you know. And now for the sofas, I really wanted to use the vintage stuff packs sofas because I really like them, and they come in a lot of vibrant colors. But the problem is there's no small seat to match it, and there's no love seat to match it. There's only those silly chairs, and the color of the wood is silver, not black. And I was like, what is this? It was not working. I was kind of ticked off a little bit. So I ended up going with these peach ones from the City Living stuff pack. And I really like those couches. Some of the colors are a little bit vibrant for me, a little too bright, but I do like that they are offered. So if I ever need them, I have them. So, and I think the peach kind of complemented a little bit better, warmed things up just a little. Well, yeah, because the white and black is pretty cool, and the peach is not necessarily a super warm color, but it's warmer than the black and white. Okay, Sarah's going into too much color theory here. Changing gears. So, yeah, I put some mirrors in there. I didn't want to over-clutter the area. I wanted it to be very open, very clean, like they know what they're doing, things like that. And then the pool room, which was honestly the easiest because it's literally a pool with two things and a thing on the bottom with two step stools. I decided not to put like any chair. I might put a few chairs and things in there, but I don't want to put a ton of stuff in there because it's a pool and normally there's not a lot of stuff. And I didn't leave a lot of space for that on purpose. And so then over here, I decided to put 2 public restrooms because I thought about it and I was like, most, if not all hotels have a public restroom. And my hotel needs to probably have a public restroom. So it really, in like my ultimate plan of everything, this wasn't in my planning, but I think I made it work. So instead of doing like a men's restroom and having like 3 toilets and a women's restroom and having 3 toilets, because I didn't account for that much space, I just put one of each, and they're just super fancy individual bathrooms. And I was like, want something that's realistic too, because fancy bathroom places do have fancy toilets that are just single stalls. And so I was like, cool, that works. And let's see. I did make them fancy. I put in the little rolly cart thingy that doesn't actually move, but it looks like it rolls from the vintage stuff pack. Let's see. Let's count how many times Sarah says vintage stuff pack in this video. But anyway, I put some stuff on it, picked a kind of different color, and chucked it in both the bathrooms, and I really liked it. It added a level of detail without it being super homey, because the trouble with doing a hotel build is a lot of the things are very homey stuff, and that's great, that's what you're supposed to use the Sims for, to build houses, but you can't use a ton of things that are like super homey in a hotel, because it doesn't make, at least a fancy hotel. Maybe a motel, yes. Hotel, fancy, no. And I did put trash cans in the bathrooms, which I was like, duh, most public restrooms have trash cans, especially in the women's restrooms. I was like, why have I not done this before? Dum-dum. And so then over there on the left, I ended up going with a spa area and a fitness area. The spa area turned out really well. I was surprised because there's the stuff in the spa area kind of take up a lot of space, but I used the candle divider thingy, and it worked out really well. Oh, and then I accidentally hit my F1 key, and I was like, what is happening? Because I normally don't use shortcuts, and so I was like, what's happening? Let's see. And then I went through, and the fitness area I'm not totally in love with. If you guys have any ideas on like organizing the layout or changing things, let me know, because honestly, there's that massive diagonal wall, and that just throws everything off. So I ended up throwing like 3, they're not weight machines, they're the other thing, treadmills. 3 treadmills, and then like 2, the meditation mats, because I didn't want to put like a ton of weight machines and everything. I wanted this to kind of be an extension of the spa. So it kind of turned into spa / light workout room. I don't really know. But I did put like TVs and things like that, and just a few things. I played around with signage. It took me a while to figure out like colors and not colors, but like what color to do walls. That's why I left them blank for so long, because I was fitting everything else together. Then it was like, oh wait, I probably need to figure out what color the walls are. So, but I threw like this diagonal wall thing really threw me off. I should not have chosen a diagonal wall for my first hotel build. Bad decision. But you live with you live with your decisions, and you either make them work or you ask for help and get suggestions, or no one helps you and you're stuck on your own and just failing miserably. No. But yeah. I went with the grayish color in the spa area, and then white in the fitness room, because I just felt like another color wouldn't really work in the fitness room. So, you know. And then I changed that wall, which really helped because that treadmill, those 3 treadmills were not really quite fitting. So, you know. And the story with the TVs is, a lot of times I've seen what gyms do is they will have like one, or normally it's multiple because they'll have like 30 treadmills lined up, but they'll have like 4 or 5 big screens, and then they'll have a whole bunch of tiny monitors so you can kind of watch and or tune in to what you want to. So you don't have people flipping back and forth, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of took that off of, and that's how that works. Let's see. And then over here we have the kind of dining area / eatery. It's kind of the breakfast buffet area, if you will. And there is no restaurant. And this is where I realized, if you remember at the beginning, this is where I realized I did not account for space. Because most of the time, to have some kind of place that offers food, you have to have a bakery, or not bakery. You have to have a kitchen. You gotta have a kitchen. And yes, I can technically fit a kitchen in there, but I really like how the windows are, and I really don't want to move them. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I could stick the kitchen over at the other side. Ooh, that might be a good idea. Might be what I do. Because on the other side there is I just now realized that those windows are not centered. Oh, that ticks me off. I'm going to have to go back and fix that. Okay, remind me below. That makes me so mad. I didn't realize that. Ugh. So anyway, yeah, I'll figure out where, if you guys have ideas, once again, leave things in the comments. But yeah, figuring out colors. I really like those gold and black chairs, but they're definitely a statement piece. So you know how it is. So anyway, we're coming up to the end of the video. I just wanted to let you guys know there are no screenshots for this because I'm not done yet. There will be at the very end, and it'll encompass them all that stuff. So, but anyway, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. I upload new videos 3 times a week. You can follow me on other social media. Links are in the description below. And I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!